Hi everybody, welcome to Watson's 34th annual pool school. So it's going to look a little different this year. Usually we're back in the warehouse and it's a little wet, steamy, things like that, but this year we're going to come straight to your living room and we're just going to bring it live right to you. So a couple things and notes to go through just before we get started. Number one, if you can just write down your questions and save those to the end. We're going to have a lot of information to get you on our program, but if you can save your comments and questions till the end, then we'll help you. You can stay behind at the end to get started with that. Again, we're excited that you're here for our pool school this year. We're sorry that you're not able to come into our showroom, but hopefully in a couple weeks we're going to be able to have you come back in. We miss you guys. We're excited to have you back into the showroom. But as usual, everybody's coming out for the giveaways. Don't be upset. We're still giving away over $50,000 of giveaways. So just go online and you can sign up for all of that. We're going to give away a few things at the end today that you'll be excited about. But at the end of all of this, before we leave today, we hope that you get a great education on our algae-free guarantee and be able to have a fun pool this year that's lower maintenance and less cost to you and more time in the pool rather than you taking care of it. So just a couple other quick notes. When you place your orders online, you're going to be able to go online, choose whether you want to do an in-store pickup if we have a Watson store in your area, or you can go choose free shipping. There's going to be a small handling charge of $9.99 for those areas that are not in a local store. But just go online, place your orders. If you're doing an online pickup, your order will be ready within 48 hours of you placing your order, and then you'll receive an email to come pick it up. On shipping orders, most orders will ship out within 48 hours of our store, and they will go directly to your door. A couple of items that cannot be picked up, just for reference: liquid chlorine, some of the large and heavier items like vacuum poles, sand, salt. Some of those items we're going to have to ask you to come into our local store. We're just not able to ship them because of hazmat reasons. So with that, we'll get directly into this and go directly into our algae-free guarantee. So hopefully, first of all, we'd like to get a raise of hands of how many people have opened up their pool so far. So sitting in your living room, if you've got your pool open, go ahead and raise your hand and virtually wave at us. There you go. All right, we have no idea how many of you are waving your hands, but we're just going to imagine that you all are. If you don't have your pool cover off and ready to go yet, it's getting time. You know, when the average temperature gets above 70 degrees every day, that's time to get that pool cover off because your winter chemicals aren't working anymore. So it's time to get that cover off and see what's inside. So if you've peeked into the cover and you've got green water in there, we'll just start with, we have a product for you. It's called Swamp to Swim. So if you just Google that or put it in the search menu, Swamp to Swim, then that's going to help you get that green water to clear as quickly as possible. If you've got green water, please, we invite you to pay close attention here, and we'll make sure that next year that you don't have green water or have that problem to get you on this system. So for those of you that are on this system, we're going to dive right into this. So the first step to balancing your water really is just checking the pool water to see where all your levels are. So is by just using a test kit to test your pool chemicals. So we're going to give you, for those of you that are taking notes, SKU number 17481 is your test strips. This is the one that we recommend the most here at Watson's because it's really going to give you a great snapshot of what's going on in your pool. And really the easiest way to read this is just from the top up. So you want to make sure that you have the proper cyanuric acid in your water. That's really the conditioner level that's protecting your chlorine so that you don't have chlorine escaping out of your water when it gets hot. So that particular level on your test strips is, you want to keep that somewhere between the levels of 40 to 100 parts per million. And each one of our test strips will give you an indicator level of where it's okay range on your pool. But there's a couple different ways. Cyanuric acid, instant pool conditioner by Natural Chemistry is one that we recommend, or just pool conditioner to get that cyanuric acid level up. From there, the first thing that you want to test on your pool water is to see where your alkalinity levels are. That really is the buffer for everything else on your pool water, and you want to keep your alkalinity levels between 80 to 100 parts per million. From there, and you're either going to, if your levels are high, then you're going to use muriatic acid to bring that alkalinity down. If you're low, if you're lower than 80 parts per million on the spectrum, then you're going to go ahead and use an alkalinity increaser to bring that up to where it needs to be any 80 parts per million. So again, that's the first thing that you want to start with. If alkalinity levels are not correct, then pH and chlorine levels aren't going to register properly on these test strips. So the next thing is to check your pH. You want to keep your pH level about as close to 7.2 as possible. That's where your body's neutral at and where the chlorine will react the best on that. It's the orange level on your test strip. From there, you want to check your chlorine. Most likely this time of the year, your chlorine level is going to be a little low because it sat all summer long without chlorine levels in it. So we're going to come back to chlorine as we get further into this, but just to get into the next step of this, which is our AquaSmart system that goes directly into a way to get chlorine automatically fed into your pool water. So for those of you that are on our AquaSmart system, it looks a little bit like this. So on the inside of your system, screw this off the top, and you look inside, your mineral kit, this is on the inside, and this needs to be replaced annually, and it's the AquaSmart mineral reservoir. So once this gets wet, it's going to last for about 6 months, which will get you through the majority of the season that you'll need it for this year in your pool. But it's really simple. Pull the old one out, put the new one in, and the minerals of the pool, the great part of the system, we often get asked, well, you know, what's so great about the AquaSmart system? And it's really the magic lies right here. So inside of this mineral reservoir is 2 natural elements for your pool. It's silver chloride limestone. Those 2 items work together to naturally break down any bacteria or germs that are in your water so that your chlorine works more efficiently inside the water, ultimately allowing you to keep your chlorine levels between 0.5 to 1 parts per million, which is more than 50% less chlorine that you would typically use with a traditional system. So the chlorine packs that you'll put in there look just like this. On average, a chlorine pack will last about 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the size pool that you have. They're really easy and simple to use. You just simply pop this off and put it down inside your system, and then you'll put the cap back on. So if you're not currently on this system and you'd like to get on it, the SKU number for the canister, and it includes the mineral system right now, and I believe the system's on sale for $99, and it is SKU number 17418. So that'll give you the whole automatic chlorinator, the AquaSmart feeder, and the mineral system that lies inside. For those people that are on the system, you're going to get, there's a package to help you get started that's going to contain everything that you need to get up and going with the system, and it starts with the Pool Awake. So there's 3 cartridges that go directly into the system, just like the chlorine chamber that I just showed you. The first one is You're Ready. This one's going to dispense in approximately about 1 hour in your pool, but this is going to give you your initial dose of shock to your pool. It's called Shine. Your next step is called Set, and this is going to give you your initial dose of chlorine to your pool. Again, you're going to run this for about an hour. If you need to take it out, shake it back up and put it back in again, just to make sure that there's nothing residual left inside the canister. Your last one is a 90-day algicide that you've got right here. This is an algae preventative. In this one, you're going to run for about 30 minutes, and then your system is ready to go. One of the questions that we often get is, if I do the Pool Awake, do I need to still do the Phosphorus Pool Magic? And the answer to that is yes. Both parts of the system are required to be on the 100% algae-free guarantee and work together to eliminate algae from being in your pool. So again, right now, the SKU number, it's a package number right now for $199. It's SKU number 817415. You're going to get, with this, you get 6 of your backpacks included. Again, these last about 2 to 4 weeks. You get the mineral system with it. and you're going to get the Pull Awake for free included in the system. So bottom line is you're getting a Pull Awake, and you're getting one free backpack in that system for $199. So for larger size pools, you might want to add a couple extra backpacks to get you through the season. But for most pools, just to give you a gauge on a 24-foot pool, which is approximately about 13,000, 14,000 gallons, that should get you through the most of the season. So your next step is our natural chemistry program called Phosphorene Pool Perfect. So the first step to this is the shock treatment. After you do the Pull Awake, you're going to wait about 1 week just to let that go in your pool, and then you're going to step directly into the Pool Magic and Phosphorene. This is a shock treatment in your pool that lasts for 2 weeks, so you don't need to go immediately into the Pool Perfect Phosphorene. You put the spring start up in there, just dump it, take the cap off, dump it directly into your skimmer, and then it'll filter into your pool. So what are the sea monkeys that are contained inside of this bottle right here? So it's 2 parts, so that work together inside of one bottle. We have Pool Perfect and Phosphorene. So algae grows on your pool by something called phosphates. So that can come from leaves on trees, the fertilizer that you use in your yard, and phosphates just naturally exist in your area. So Phosphorene will eliminate phosphates from your pool water, which the phosphates are the food of which algae grows on. So when you're on this system, you're eliminating phosphates. There's no food for the algae to grow on. You cannot physically get green water in your pool when you're on this product. The Pool Perfect is an enzyme system inside of your pool that breaks down any of the organics that are in the water that typically would create a scum line. So that could be your lotions that people have. So suntan lotions are pretty prominent when you're using your pool. Body oils, all of that works together. So this was just going to break that down so that none of those can create a scum line on your pool, and also breaks it down in the filter system to keep your filter clean. So this is a really good system to be on. One capful of this treats about 8,000 gallons. So again, on a 24-foot pool, you're going to use about 1.5 to 2 capfuls of this a week. You do want to put it in on a day that you're not putting any other chemicals to your pool. It doesn't play nicely with chlorine and shock in the water, so you do want to put it in a day by itself. So in one bottle of this would typically last, again, on a 24-foot pool, just as a gauge, would last most people most of the season. So again, just to recap this, we're testing your water, we're getting the pool open with the Pull Awake, and then we're coming back with the Phosphorene program. One of the other parts of the system that we greatly recommend is using Blast, which is a non-chlorine shock. So a lot of people are typically used to using liquid chlorine to shock their pool water to allow the chlorine to come back up the levels that are working within your pool. One of the issues that we see with liquid chlorine is that when you put in liquid chlorine, it is essentially raising your pH, so you have to wait an hour, drop the pH back down. You can't use the pool for 6 to 8 hours after you put the liquid chlorine in, and it's a pretty hazardous product to have laying around the house. So with the Blast, this is a non-chlorinated product that can raise the residual levels of chlorine back in your pool without affecting your pH, and it does work. So liquid chlorine, you typically have to put it in at night because it isn't, the sunlight will dissipate the chlorine quickly, and then it doesn't work effectively inside of your pool. So this Blast that you can put in any time of the day. The SKU number on this is a 19439. So this comes in an 8 count where you can buy 8 in one box. Usually like at a 24-foot pool, again, just to use that as a guideline, you'll use 1 packet once a week. We recommend just doing it on a Sunday night. That'll get you through the better part of the week. So we do have a lot of different variety of test kits available for those that are out there. That we have the liquid kits available. If you're using the liquid test kits, I do have a question coming through. So they're asking, can you blast and put Phosphorene together in the same night? And the answer to that is yes, because it is a non-chlorinated product. So you don't want to use Phosphorene and liquid chlorine together. However, you can use the phosphorus and the blast together. So if you're doing both of those on the same day, then there'll be no problem and they'll work well together in your water. So, but again, if you're using a liquid kit, this is a 4-in-1 pool testing kit. This is a SKU number 17456. For those of you that are writing this, you know along. We also have digital testers available, and these are the SKU number 17412. So this will allow you to digitally test your water, and it'll give you a readout of exactly what's going on inside of your pool. So we have well over 30 years of history of working together with our manufacturers to put together a system that, again, will go back to allowing you to be in your pool more, spending less on chemicals, and just overall making a pool more practical and easy to use and saving you money. So when you follow this system, it really is the best thing that we can have you using in your pool. And if you look at online, under Pool School or even under the Watson's Education section of our pool, we've got a lot more videos that go further into this in detail, that show the videos in particular of from our reps that are with us from Natural Chemistry, working the AquaSmart system, that'll go directly into those a little bit more. There's pool openings, so if you've never opened your pool before and you go to the educational videos that are online, we will go through step by step on how to open up your pool and virtually anything that you need to know about your pool. We're also open from 9 to 9 this week. You can call into the store, or we're available by chat. So all we're going to ask that you do on the top of your Watsons.com page, you're going to click the location of if you're in Dayton, please click Dayton, and you can talk to the people that are in your area. On the Pool School area of the website, you are able to download the flyer. You're also able to download, for those of you that are used to being in store and having the Excel spreadsheet that has all of the items that we sell with the quantities and prices, you can still download that under the Pool School tab simply by scrolling down to the bottom of the page, and that you can download both of the flyer or your order sheet at the bottom of that page. But again, we're here to help from 9 to 9 each day, Monday through Friday, online by chatting with us. Choose your location, or you can simply give us a call on the location that you're at. So let's give something away. My helper's in the back, my production crew's working in the back. They're going to give me a name of somebody, since you guys like to win free stuff. That's what we're all here for, right? Everybody in your living rooms, let's wake up a little bit, hoot and holler, right? See, we're so used to getting feedback from everybody, and right now we're staring at a camera, so it's a little bit different for us. As they're drawing a name, we'll give them a drum roll. Everybody's sitting on the edge of their seats. And the winner is?
Do you know what you're giving away?
Allison West Eubanks. You were the winner.
Alyssa.
I'm sorry, Alyssa West Eubanks. We're going to give you a bottle of the Phosphorus Pool Perfect and your spring startup of the Phosphorus program as well. We've still got more giveaways, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and answer a couple of questions that you might have. So one of the questions that we're getting is, what chlorine should they buy for large in-grounds? Well, this system, the AquaSmart system, is still available to use for in-ground pools. So if you want to use the AquaSmart in-ground system, it is compatible with in-ground pools as well. But we also have the 3-inch jumbo tabs for purchase that you can purchase in the 25-pound containers. What's the difference between Blast and TKO? So TKO is a shock treatment. The Blast is more of a routine item, where the TKO is a shock treatment of chlorine to your pool. So at the beginning of the year, if you use Blast, there needs to be a residual level of chlorine in your pool. So it's not really used for opening up your pool. Where TKO can be used like this time of year, instead of using liquid chlorine, one package of TKO will equal 2 bottles of liquid chlorine. So the great thing about that, there's no shelf life of TKO, so you can buy the 1 pound packets of TKO. You can have it on the shelf. It's not hazardous to be around. You can use TKO at any time of the day. It doesn't get dissipated by sunlight. So the next question is, what Dolphin do I need? Well, we have Dolphin cleaners for in-ground and above-ground cleaners. So right in front of me, we have the Active 20. So Active 20, Active 30, and Active 30i, those are going to be for in-ground pools. We have Active 10 and Active 15 this year. So the new cleaner that we're introducing this year from the Dolphins is the Active 15. So for years, for above-ground pool cleaners, they've asked us for a pool cleaner that would actually climb the walls of your pool. So what's the difference? One of the questions that you might ask is, what's the difference between a traditional pool cleaner that would operate on a suction side versus one of our electric cleaners? So really, there's a big difference. So on the electric cleaners, they actually have the ability to scrub your pool liner rather than just going around and sucking the bottom of the pool liner. Also, they're very easy to clean. You literally just pop up the top, and then inside is this canister where you can take everything out and clean it out. So these have the ability to actually filter out and out of the pool if your water gets clean, that dirty. But you literally just plug them in. They go around and clean your pool within a couple of hours. For the Active 30 and 30i, for those tech-savvy people, you can actually use your cell phone to drive those around your pool, but those are for in-ground pools only. Looks like we have a couple other questions coming in.
Can I do another prize?
Oh, she wants to give it away. So Cheryl Wolford, we know you're sitting on the edge of your seat. So we've got a face mask here. So this is a full face mask with a centerline snorkel for those little guys that are learning how to swim. We're going to have this coming right at you. The other way, we've got Fiona. This is a big hit in Cincinnati. So if you want Fiona, Fiona doesn't sing. She's made by Big Joe. This is one of the big hits here at Watson's. It's a 170279. So Big Joe products at our store was a new introduction last year and really been a big fan favorite at Watson's. So don't know what I need. Is there a package for that? On the Pool School, if you download the Pool School form, there are packages. Our package B is for what's utilized for most people. That's going to give you 90% of what you're going to need for the season. It's going to give you your pH up, pH down. It's an alkalinity increaser, 6 of your chlorine packs. So you get the blast with the system. You get the pull away, the mineral activator. So all of the packages that are on there for those people that are used to buying packages. Can you use liquid chlorine with an AquaSmart system? So the answer to that is yes, you can use liquid chlorine with the AquaSmart system. We're going to go back to, we would rather that you use, since you have a residual level of chlorine in your pool, we would rather see that you use the BLAST program, which is non-invasive for you when you're in the water. But yes, you can use liquid chlorine with the AquaSmart system.
Let's wrap up Fiona.
So, all right. So Crystal wants to give away a Fiona. Anybody that wants to donate this to me, my name's Greg. Just let me know. I'll take donations. Glenn Mason. So you get Fiona. We'll get it out to you very quickly. As you can see in the background of our store, all of our toys and games right now are 20 to 70% off. So for those of you that are used to coming into the store and picking up toys and games, lounges, all of those items as you shop online are 20 to 70% off right now. One of the questions we're getting, how long are pool prices good for? So Pool School pricing this year, I may stand corrected in just a second, is through this coming Friday at 9 o'clock. And any orders that are placed on Friday will be available within 48 business hours for pickup. So by the following Tuesday, they'll be available for pickup in your location or be shipped directly to you. We also, bringing another question, we also have a full line of Yeti products. So in the search menu of the Watsons.com, if you just type in Yeti in the search menu, you will see our full line of Yeti. Since all the other stores are closed right now, you can buy Yeti. Any purchase over the amount of $99 gets a $20 gift card to anything that you buy on Watsons.com or in store. Our jumbo tabs are on sale. Yes, they are, and right now they cost $69.99 for a 25-pound container. You can buy multiple containers, and they're still $69.99 per 25-pound canister. More questions are coming through.
That's it.
Is the green furniture on sale? Yes. All of our furniture right now is 40% off. Each of our manufacturers are giving us an additional anywhere from 15 to 30% off of that. So if you want to come online and shop with us, we've sold a lot of patio furniture through our online chat, so we can give you virtual tours, or hopefully May 1st you can be able to come back in store and shop with us. Mineral system or salt? So we get that question a lot. So on above ground pools specifically, we do not recommend saltwater systems. So salt can be very corrosive to your pool wall and any components they're attached to. So your impellers and motors of your pool are made out of steel, which are not made for the acidity of the salt in the water and can corrode it out very easily. And if you have an above ground pool, the salt will attack your pool wall and eventually corrode it out. So if you have an above ground pool specifically, we do recommend the mineral system because it's safer for pool users and it's not corrosive to any of the pool or the components they are attached. If you have further questions regarding salt versus minerals, we just ask that you just go online and chat with us, and we can go further into that question. All right, so this is going to be a wrap for this session. We invite you back. We're going to do this again on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We promise you each seminar is going to be a little bit different. We're available by phone. We're on live chat. We're on phones each day from 9 till 9. Again, from our family here at Watsons to your family at your living room at home right now, our heart goes out to all of you. We can't wait to have you back in our stores, and we'll see you soon.